I have a question from Bienvenida Primavera, who says, how are you training teachers to face specific challenges and fairly serve these students?
So that's a great question. I don't know if there is our teachers have great resources through our division to have the kind of cultural sensitivity training, if you will, to make sure that they have access to it. But that's very much informal, and it's hypothetical. Because of the diversity that we have as our staff, our professional development learning is with an actual student and with an actual family. So when we're sitting, we have our monthly student at promise meeting, or a typical RTI meeting, if you will. And we're talking about students not as numbers or deficits, but as students. And if I'm sitting with a teacher who has a student that's from Syria, who has experienced traumatic issues with experiencing war and experiencing the kind of political turmoil that they're, that's a conversation that as a team we have. And with our counselors as much as possible, with division resources, so that we can make sure that we're not looking at a student's academic needs, but we're also looking at the student's emotional needs. Now, to me, that's the best kind of professional development that you can have, is have a relationship, talk with the family. Let's learn about the student as a human being and not just a test score. So my job is to set the tone. I don't have all the answers, but I can set the tone, and I can be a model for my staff members. And so to be able to help them have a sense of empathy, get to build a relationship with them, work with the parents' family, go to their home, break bread with them. I have a teacher at Minnieville, a couple teachers, Adriana Hurtado and Stephen Wheeler, two of the most just heartfelt teachers that I've ever worked with, who have no issues knocking on doors, breaking bread with families, telling them good news and also telling them bad news, but meeting them on the family's terms. We talk a lot about an open door policy. Well, whose door are you opening, or whose door are you knocking at? The principal's door or the parent's door? And so we have some staff members that just do a remarkable job about that. Once you visit a family on their terms one time, it makes the next 99 so much easier. I have teachers and myself, we ride buses home with our kids. We hang out with them at the bus stop. That's the kind of professional development that you actually need, not something from a textbook. So I hope that answers your question.